now, a weekly opinion from Guru Says.
Greetings, my fellow Politicanauts. It has been some time since my last editorial, mainly because of time constraints and the physical worldly duties of keeping the wolves from the door. Yes, I'm also a slave to money and its life-sustaining rewards. Over the last few months, our news delivery services have supplied ever more increasingly dark storylines and news links. This is reflective in the daily releases through Spy Gazette and Boots on the Ground, as well as the underground stories, etc. To put it bluntly, the news doesn't look that good. In fact, the mass of negative information is becoming a great concern. Issues around the world and at home have become critical, and the Western world leaders have a heightened sense of concern, which is reflective in the knee-jerk reactions of various world power administrations. Media continue to ignore the failings of the Obama administration, both domestic and foreign. On the North American continent, the trust factor in current administrations is at an all-time low. The Obama administration continues its march to the transformation of a once great nation to a totalitarian state controlled by executive orders, rendering Congress barely a paper tiger. Most financial analysts who are not linked with the Obama administration have concluded that the USA are close to a currency financial collapse, as more Americans are identified as unemployed and without health care. Around the world, the USA have become almost irrelevant and continues to lose credibility in their foreign affairs, especially in the Middle East. After the US alone spent over $640 billion on the war in Afghanistan and the loss of over 2,164 military personnel with 1 million injured in Iraq and Afghanistan, both Pakistan and Afghanistan have actually begun peace talks with the Taliban ahead of the elections. $641 billion, 2,164 military personnel dead, with over 1 million injured for what? While the Obama administration continues the dog and pony show of attempting to curtail Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon. All this while Syria dodges the destruction of chemical weapons and gaining the upper hand on insurgents bent on removing the Assad regime from power and financed by the Obama administration. And John I am not a traitor Kerry threatening sanctions on Israel if they do not dance to his tune for Palestine. Recent events around the world have been actively suppressed by mainstream media, MSM, in a naive attempt to insulate the Obama administration and prepare for the crowning of Her Majesty Hillary Clinton.
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
Even though Benghazi remains unsolved and news stories break consistently regarding Bill Clinton's claimed dalliances.
But I want to say one thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Boehner of the GOP continues to straddle deep divides within his party regarding immigration and the debt ceiling. And rumors of candidates to oppose Clinton in the 2016 range from Jeb Bush to Chris Christie, and whispers that Mitt Romney and Sarah Palin may team up to take on the DNC machine. In Canada, the Harper administration, who are conservative, continues to attempt to get out in front of the Senate scandal as the RCMP announced fraud charges against several senators, with the teaser that more is coming. Although not the official opposition party, Justin Trudeau, the leader of the Liberals, attempt to show Canada they are ready to rule. The Canadian Senate consists of non-elected political appointed positions, which are consistently refreshed due to death or resignation of Senate appointments. They are replenished by the political party of the day in command, currently the Conservative. An elected Senate has been promised for over 20 years, yet Senate reform has included all political parties, and Senate reform requires changes of the Canadian Constitution, which is currently being reviewed by the Supreme Court of Canada, as requested by Prime Minister Stephen Harper. Now, Trudeau Jr., Liberal, in keeping with the traditions of his father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, makes a left turn and surprises the Conservatives and NDP by announcing that all Liberal senators have been removed from his caucus and now sit as independents in the Senate. They, of course, continue to vote on Liberal lines.
I've demonstrated that one can make a big change in the Senate without actually having to open up the Constitution as the others do. My Liberal caucus from now on will only have people who were elected by the people of Canada in it, and senators will be removed from the kind of partisanship and partisan interference that has been all too common from the Prime Minister's office towards them over the past months and years.
The issue of the Canadian Senate has been a contentious problem for the Harper government, with promises during their election campaign of abolishing the Senate and replacing it with an elected Senate, a Triple E Senate. And of course, this has proven more difficult than expected, as protections were put in place in the Canadian Constitution by Pierre Elliott Trudeau's administration when the Canadian Constitution was ratified during Trudeau's administration, and of course was loaded Liberal heavy at the time of signing. The NDP, the official opposition, Tom Mulcair, continues to scramble to shore up his party against defections to the Trudeau bus, as all parties ready for an impending election sometime in 2015. So as you can see, much is happening around the world and on the North American continent. Too much to fully reveal in this verbal editorial, so we invite you to stay informed by reading the daily releases on the Spy Gazette blog, and you can even sign up for them to be delivered directly to your inbox. Until next time, we'll chat soon. Au revoir.
You're listening to Spy Gazette featuring Guru Nosra. Looking to contribute to Spy Gazette? Email spygazette, SPIIIGAZETTE @gmail.com or VOCR2012 @gmail.com. Voice your opinion, participate in your future, become engaged in socio-political events, say your piece. This has been a Spy Gazette production in association with Terror Chat Networks and Guru Says.